Hello everyone, welcome to Sean Burgess Fitness and thank you for tuning in to take part in the next Body Vengeance workout. So, if you've not taken part in any of these videos before, let me just say that we're going to train in for the next 20 minutes pretty much straight through. We're going to take any real rest. So, there will be times where I'll give you 30 seconds, but it's literally just a case of shake your arms out or your legs or your core and then grab a quick drink and then start back. So, we're going to be trying to fit each of these sessions into either your lunch break, into a little window, maybe just before work or at the start of your day, or maybe in the evening when you've got a little bit of downtime and you can fit some time in for yourself to do some exercise. So the idea is that with these sessions, you won't need any equipment. It's all body weight, and we're going to be focusing on muscle toning and strengthening as well. So the idea is that we're not doing the HIIT training sessions that we've done before, but we're going to be doing lots of jumping around and exercise like that. We're going to be just really focusing on individual body parts in each video. So you've seen that already with some of the previous episodes that we put out. Today, we're doing a real big core focused routine. And we're going to be really focusing on like general core stability. When I say general core stability, what I mean by that is we're working on the deep core muscles. We're working on some of the superficial muscles as well. So like the rectus abdominis, obliques. So, and at times in the first section, especially even your lower back. So literally every single aspect of your core is going to get worked today, okay? That's why I said it's across the board. It's that general across the board workout. So it's going to be great. We're going to obviously try and make sure we do some specific exercises you guys have never seen before, as always. And hopefully the feedback is really, really good. We're going to start here on the floor. I'm going to do a little stretch just to loosen up, right? So the first one we're going to do is some knee rolls, big favorite of mine. So you're going to lie on your back, have your feet together, keep your knees together, have your arms at your sides, and just take the time whilst you drop your knees across your body, okay? So we're going to start now, and we're going to go 5 each way. Keep the heels tucked in. Let's go. So get a nice stretch. You should be able to get both knees on the floor. And keep the shoulders down without really feeling too much strain or too much stress in your lower back. So if you are struggling to do that, you'll just be wary that your lower back's really, really tight. We need to do some extra stretching on the outside of today's workout to try and relieve that tightness and to make sure that obviously we regain some flexibility there. So once you've done your 5 each way, don't worry if you've done an extra one. It's all good. I want you to go feet wide. Okay, so just in shoulder width here. You're going to do some knee rolls again, but you're going to be dropping your legs to a 90-degree angle. All right, so you're dropping into that 90-degree angle, trying to keep the toes up on sort of the leading foot, so on this side, my right foot, and just work your way across the body again. This is a lot tougher exercise than the first one, but just to give you a benchmark to aim for, you should be able to get both knees on the floor without your shoulders lifting off the ground. Okay, that's not an easy thing to do. As you can see, I'm slightly off from doing that myself. So 5 each way. You should feel the stretch inside the thighs and the adductors, and you should feel it in the outside of the hips and the abductors. Okay, so pretty much the whole hip joint is working here. All right, so once you've done your 5, come back to the middle. I want you to just grab your knees, give them a big hug. Okay, so try and get your knees right in to your horse and chest. What's going to happen is we're going to roll forward, finish in this upright position here. Now it's just reach over to one leg, so just hold for 2 seconds, roll back, and then roll forward and go to the left. We're going to do 10 reps in total, 5 to each side. So 3, 2, 1, let's go. So forward, and then roll back. There you go, lost my map. All right, so grab the knees, go forward, go back. So it should be getting a bit easier as you go along. I was hoping anyway. So drop that chest down. It's good. Nice and low. Did really well. So give me 2 more to finish up. Try and make sure we lean in over to feel like a little bit of a stretch in the opposite oblique muscles. There we go. And relax there, okay. Fairly simple-ish warm-up that. Not reinventing the wheel, doing anything too unique. Some of those exercises you might not have done before that. we're now going to do some sitting up crunches, and we're going to add some rotation, right? So you're going to do this. You're going to be lying on your back, your knees going to be bent. You're going to go hands just behind your head, not on your temples, okay? So from here, we're going to come up and crunch. Take both hands to right hand side, okay? So just aim for that right pocket, come back to the middle, and then reach the arms back towards the crown of the head, and then go down into your starting position, and then obviously begin the movement again. All right, so we're going to do that for 60 seconds. Once we've done 60 seconds there, we're going to be going into a forward plank. No, not so. We're going to be going into a back extension position. So I'm jumping way ahead of myself. I'm thinking about what I'm doing in the core routine at the end. Just giving the game away a bit. All right, and then we're going to be going back up and doing the left-hand side. All right, so I want you to make sure the back stays flat. I'm going to kick this off in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So lift up, over the head, and then back down. So crunch, hold. So you can notice I'm keeping my feet off the ground, and then repeat. So hold, off the ground, reach back, and then repeat. So the idea is that as you have to do this extra arm lift there, you're using your core to stabilize your body, and it just becomes that little bit more difficult just to maintain that position, okay? So it's just adding extra stress, extra load, obviously in through your core muscles, in through your abdominals. It just becomes more challenging. So just try and keep going best you can. The more you can rotate, the better. So the more you can rotate across, the more you're going to feel it in these obliques. So last one, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Okay, so apologies again for the little mix-up on exercises. I even mentioned in the warm-up that we're training your back. So all you're going to do here is just go into a back extension, and I want you to lift your feet off the ground as well. So lift up, and then we're just going to basically do a crunch either side, and then go down. Okay, so the idea is that you hold yourself off the mat the whole time when you're doing that, so your lower back has more stress and more load going through it. All right, so it makes it just obviously better for your strength. So we're going to start this in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So up, go to one side, go to the other side, go back to the middle, lift, and repeat. Go down. 1, 2, and down. Okay, just going to do a few different angles for you guys so you can see. So hopefully this is fairly clear. I'm not going to say easy, because it's not an easy exercise, but just in terms of the technique, it makes sense. So try and basically get your elbow on either side to tuck into like your waist. You try and get your elbow to aim towards the ribs. Okay, so lift, 1, 2, and down. And we just keep that going. Okay, so lift, 1, 2, and down. It's good. Give me 2 more. Up, 1, 2, and then last one. Keep it going. Up, 1, 2, and then down. Brilliant. All right, so don't hang around. Go straight into your last exercise. So now doing the crunches again on your left side. So get ready to go. So 3, 2, 1. Take it away. Over the head as well. Don't forget that. And repeat. So push that lower back into the ground. Keep your chin off your chest. Like I said, try and look at the hands as they go to your sides. Go 1, go 2, and then go down. So 1, 2, and then go down. Just keep repeating. 1, 2, and then go down. It's brilliant. I'm just going to go back a touch. I'm almost hitting my water ball. So 1, 2, and then down. So remember, it's just that extra stress that's coming into your core from the hold that we're trying to achieve, we're trying to get. So just keep it going. That's good. I'll take one more if you've got it. So 3, 2, 1, and relax. Brilliant work. Okay, guys. So you get a short rest, and it is a short rest. I'm only going to give you up to 30 seconds, and then we're going to start back doing the same exercise, really what you just done there on the left, but back on the right. Okay, so that's your first exercise. Then we've got the back extensions with a slight tweak, which I'm going to mention in a minute, and then obviously back onto your left side to repeat the same exercise. Okay, right. So okay, quick drink if you need it. Brilliant. Right. So as I said there, we're just going to go straight back in. So if you just get into position, make sure your back is flat. We're going to do another minute. Keep your arms behind your head. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So lift up. Go. 1, 2. Pause and down. Let me see that pause in the set. Okay. So if you weren't doing as much before, pause, hold, and then with control, lower yourself down. So you really want to have a lot of control in what you call the eccentric phase as we do this. Okay. 1, 2, and then down. Keep it going. 1, 2, and then down. Brilliant. Okay, if you're feeling your legs a little bit, you might just need to bend your knees a touch more, just to obviously throw that one in there, okay? If you're not, don't worry, just ignore what I'm saying. Right, so just keep it going. 1, 2, and then back down. Keep going. That's good. Great work. And 3, 2, 1. Relax. Okay, that's great. So now I want you back on your front. We're doing the back extension again. The slight tweak I mentioned the start is you're going to crunch. You're going to reach round to almost touch your knee, and then go back down to the floor. So you're doing that the whole time with your feet obviously off the ground. Okay. So we're going to start the 60 seconds in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So crunch. Reach round. Hands on temples, down, up, 1, 2, down, up, and keep it going. So 1, 2, down, up, and keep that going. Lift the feet, keep that squeeze on your lower back, down and up. It's good. Really try and get that tension building the whole time into those target muscle groups. So we should feel it either side below your ribs, just to say. Right, so the lower back muscles obviously locate from there. So up, 1, 2, down, and repeat. Doing really well. Do one more. Lift, 1, 2, down. Okay, and stop there. So now going to be lying on your back. We're doing the same exercise, the Russian twist. So from here, start with 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So up, twist, reach over. Again, like I said before, nice and controlled the whole time. Don't feel like you're rushing it. Make sure you're looking at your hands as well the whole time. So follow the hands around with the eye line. Look up the whole time. We're at the top position. And just keep going. There we go. So you should feel this in your obliques. You should feel this a little bit in your lower abdominals. Should definitely feel this in your upper abdominals. It's not really an aspect of your core. It's not working here. You've got lots of core stabilizing muscles helping the movement as well. It's a tough one. It requires quite a lot of strength. Even your lower body, as I kind of touched on earlier, is working to a certain degree as well in terms of your legs. 1, 2, down, and 3, 2, 1, and there. You can have a little breather. So you're going to be feeling that lactic starting to build up now, I'm sure, through your abdominals and into your lower back, so which is great. It doesn't often get strengthened enough. Now, lower back pain is not always a direct result of a weak back. It's usually poor movement and some tight muscles and just joints in and around that area. But it is important to strengthen your lower back. So, don't be sort of shy of doing it. It's obviously a functional thing to do in regards to the movements that you can perform, and it is going to be very beneficial. So you've got another 30-second break. We're going to be starting back on the right-hand side, doing the same exercise as before. So just bear that in mind. You're still going to be trying to keep that control the whole time. Think to yourself almost 2 seconds up, 2 seconds down. All right, with that little pause at the top. So it's going to be around 6, maybe even 7 seconds a rep. But before you know it, we're about to start again. Hasn't that gone quick? All right, so get yourself ready. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1, and go. Up, over, and back down. Hold, over, up, and then back down. Try and keep the movements as controlled as you can. Great start to this set, guys. Remember, this is the last one, so this is 3 of 3. If you are really struggling with this and you need to regress it, you can drop the feet. However, what I don't like about this is trying to rotate with the feet down. So actually there's a lot of evidence that will show that that could put pressure on your lower back. Not so much if it's a body weight exercise, but still it's not a natural movement. The lumbar spine is meant to really just flex and extend, not rotate. It's got a very minimal amount of rotation. So really we need to make sure that we are moving the legs to one side to aid that rotation when we do this. So 3, 2, 1, and stop. Okay, which is one of the reasons why I haven't really mentioned about regressions so much. Okay, right. We're now going to do the back extension again. We're going to do a bit of set 1 and a bit of set 2. So what you're going to do is on the first one, just go elbows, elbows, and then on the second rep, you're going to go straight arms. Okay, so 2 movements on the elbows, 2 movements on the straight arms. Starting 3, 2, 1, and go. So up, 1, 2, down, up, straight arms, down, up, elbows, elbows, and then down, and then up again, straight arms, down, up, 1, 2, with the elbows. We'll just keep repeating, reaching round that corner. Almost try and look the way you're going as well with the hand. So left, right with the elbows, down, left, right with the hands. Just keep it going. Tough exercise, I know. 1, 2, down, up, left, right, back, down. Keep it going. I want to see one more after this. So go up, go down, one more with the hands, and stop. Fantastic. Okay, so last but not least, the left side. So push your lower back into the ground, keep those arms straight, and kick this off in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Up, over, move the legs to one side so you've got a little bit of room to rotate, as I said before. It's good. Remember, when you're watching our YouTube videos, guys, remember you can always comment whilst you train. So in your rest periods or at the end or at the start, you can always check in. Let us know that you're taking part. Let us know what you think. Let us know how you're finding it. If something particularly is quite challenging, or you really enjoy certain aspects of the workout, then let us know. It's always great to hear your feedback. It's always great to know that you're out there taking part. Doing well. It's gone quite quick, so you're actually already 45 seconds in, believe it or not. Wow. So try and get some good quality reps out just on this last bit to finish up. It's good. 1, 2, down, and last one, and relax. There we go. Excellent. So enjoy a little bit of a longer break on this one. All right. So now get a minute to have just a little bit of a rest. We're going to be moving on to do some different exercises now. Just going to grab a quick drink just before I show you this. So this first one in particular is a little bit unique, to say the least. You're going to do a V sit-up on one leg. Then you're going to roll and do a side lying crunch. Okay, so you're thinking, what is he going on about? But basically, we're going to do a crunch, like one leg V sit, roll onto your side, bend your bottom leg, your hand will go straight to your temple, and then you're going to get your elbow to try and touch the side of your knee. Right? So in real time, it's going to look like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. Well, actually, you can do that fairly quick. And then after that, we're going to go into a forward plank position and just working through for a minute to a new variation of an exercise. If you struggle with the V setup here, do an elbow to knee crunch. And if you're struggling with this side lying crunch, make sure you are pushing your hand into the floor. I'm sure you will be anyway. I didn't say that you can't do that. Just make sure you are pushing that arm and the hand into the ground as you crunch, okay? Right, so remember we're only doing each of these exercises once. So it's quite short. We're going to start in 3, all on the right side, just to say. 2, 1, hand straight, and go. So 1, 2, and repeat. Let's keep it going. So, crunch, and come through. So right leg comes up on the V sit, and then we go onto the right hip and try and train the left hand side. It's good. Keep it going. I think I've just taken out a water bottle, yes I have. It's good. So this is a toughie. That one there particularly, you should really feel it now just in your obliques. So you want to try and make sure your hip is level with your shoulder. And that means you're going to feel it even more. And just try and make sure you get as high as you can on the actual crunch itself. Doing really well. So I'm just going to find a slightly better position. So I'm rolling off the mat a bit. So 1, 2, and keep going. So 1, 2, starting to burn now. There you go. And stop. All right, so now go into a forward plank position. So hopefully you know what I mean by that. So you're going to be on your forearms. You're just going to basically rotate into a side plank. Okay, but you're just going to rotate enough that you can feel it in your obliques. Okay, so just down here. All right. So we're going to really try and get as much rotation as possible and keep going for 60 seconds. All right, so we can we'll start this in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So forward plank to side plank, forward plank to side plank, forward to side, forward to side. And keep it going. It's good. Nice. Your feet can stay wide, which I'm sure you've noticed I'm doing. That'll just give you a little bit more stability. It should hopefully mean that you can keep going for longer as well. So you want to try and get that elbow round here at the top, so it's almost level with your hip itself. And that way you can guarantee that you've got a big enough rotation to really feel this in your obliques. Keep it going. The challenge to keep the hips off the ground gets harder as we go along, as you're finding out, I'm sure. It's good. So remember, after this, we're going to be doing a single leg V sit into the sideline crunch, but working off that left leg first on the V sit. So the opposite to what we've just done. And that, guys, is time. Right, so big effort now. Just get yourself ready again. So arms round back. You're going to come up. Just as a quick demo. And then from there, roll onto left, crunch on your right, and then come back. All right, so get ready to go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So that way, crunch. Just make sure you crunch in the opposite way. So just make sure you do the opposite to what you did before. The elbow or the hand on the floor, whichever gives you the best stability. Just make sure when you're in the starting position here, just to say as well, that you've got your legs slightly away from the midline of your body, so your lower abdominal stay under tension the whole time, okay? So from here, roll, crunch, and repeat. Get as much height as you can on both of these movements. That way, we're guaranteed to feel it more. Give me one more rep. That's good. And stop there. Woo! Well done, guys. Great work. So I'm going to get you to sit up to finish. Just remember, and I say this in every video, so apologies for being a little bit repetitive, but if you wanted to do the core round there at the end again, feel free to do a second or even a third set of those exercises and just put that into like a little bit of a mini routine. I'm only just showing you that once, so you've got obviously a template, if you like, so some exercises to work from. If you want to regress some of those exercises, you could do the V-sit on its own, you could do the sideline crunch on its own, and just like break those two exercises up, and then you could even just do the forward plank rotation without lifting the arms off. So there you go. So there's some really practical ways that you can adapt that to your level, or to obviously make sure that you can keep your form the whole time. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a little bit of stretch into the obliques. In a sitting up position with the feet at shoulder width, I want you to just bend your left arm, put it down on the floor, just next to your hip. Take the right hand up, so you're almost reaching through the crown of your head, and then I want you to just reach over as far as you can. So you're going to feel this hopefully just coming right down through the ribs, underneath into the hips. And you're going to feel a bit of stretch on your lat insertions, your latissimus dorsi insertions, just right at the very top of your back. Reach over as far as you can. At the same time, you feel like you're sort of just pushing your hip outwards as well. It just increases the stretch. Loving that. Keep going. Okay, and then come up. We're going to switch. So just do the same on the right side as well. If you didn't do the right side in the same order as me, it doesn't matter too much. It's still the same stretch. You want to try and make sure as well when you're doing this that you're not leaning back too much. So try and keep the shoulder sort of level with your hip as well. So what I mean by that is you don't want your arm almost being behind your body, so you're almost like that, you know, because that's not what you're going to do much. You want to be completely on the side on and then lean over, and that way you're going to feel it a lot more. So stop there. You might have done a little bit longer on that side, that's not a big deal. Then I'm going to take both hands up, breathe in, and we're going to take both hands now down to the right side. So ideally, try and get both hands on your foot. If you can't do that, don't worry. So it requires pretty good flexibility through your hamstrings, lower back. So if you're just grabbing your ankle, albeit, that's fine, no problems. So drop the chest down. And then come back up. Reach up, breathe in again, breathe out, and then go back to your left side. Okay, so just the opposite leg. Keep holding. Just going to come square to the camera so you can see. As I said before, don't worry if you can't go all the way down. Just do what you can. So even if you're just holding the shin, you can even have both hands just at the top of your thigh. Sorry, bottom of your thigh, above your knee. And 3, 2, 1, and stop there. Boom, that's us done. Well done, everyone. So, thank you for taking part again. some pretty unique exercises there. So I hope you were able to keep up, and I hope you're able to perform all of those to the best of your abilities and to get the desired result. I'm sure you felt your core working throughout. As I said at the start, pretty much working every single aspect of the core there. So it wasn't really an area that didn't get touched. So a great 20-minute workout that you can fit into your day. This is what the Body Vengeance series is all about. Remember, if you've got any feedback for us, just get in touch. And if you want to check out the rest of the Body Vengeance series and all of our other exercise workouts, and there's hundreds of them, just check out the YouTube channel, Sean Burgess Fitness, and you can obviously check us out as well. Facebook and Instagram go by the same name, and you'll see the links and the updates for each video series getting posted on there as well. Thank you for taking part again, guys, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care. Bye.